Hi, morning boys and girls, Mr. Hawkins here. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. This week we're going to be looking at, one of the things we're going to be looking at is coordinates, and here we've got a coordinate grid. We're going to be looking at coordinates in the first quadrant, okay? So I'm just going to show you a 4-quadrant coordinate grid, all right? This is the quadrant we're going to be looking at here. Okay, that's the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant, and there's the fourth. All right, so we're just going to focus on this one here. All right, so we're going to be looking at positive coordinates. Okay, if you look on our x-axis here, all right, the horizontal axis, you can see that all the numbers are positive. And if we look at the y-axis, which is the vertical one, again, they are all positive. When you go into the second quadrant, you're looking at positive and you're looking at negative. If you're looking in quadrant 3, you've got negative and negative. Okay, this one here and this one here. And when you're looking in quadrant 4, you've got positive. All right, and then you've got some negative coordinates as well. All right, so that's why I just wanted to make you aware that there are 4 quadrants, but we are looking just at quadrant 1. Okay, so here is quadrant 1 in isolation. All right, and you will have done this in year 4, so that today really is a bit of revision really, but I'm just going to talk to you about how you plot the coordinates on a coordinate grid in the first quadrant. Okay, so you can see you have 2 axes. You've got an x-axis, which is this one here, all right, which is the horizontal, and then you've got the y, which is vertical. Okay, all right, now when you look at your coordinates, all right, they're always bracketed. All right, let's take a look at the first one over here. All right, they're always bracketed and they're always separated by a comma. Okay, that's really, really important that when you are writing your own coordinates, you remember some of those rules. Okay, now always the first coordinate, this one here, all right, is going to be our x coordinate. All right, so let me just write that out and I'll just write x above that for you. Okay, there we go. All right, so always we are then looking at going in a horizontal direction, so going across. Okay, I don't know if last year in year 4 or perhaps lower down the school, maybe your teachers talked to you about going along the corridor. All right, okay, this is along the corridor and then up the stairs. Okay, I think that's quite a good way of trying to remember it, along the corridor and up the stairs. So if you always think, okay, first coordinate, let's go along the corridor. Okay, so what we do is we think, okay, we're going to go along to 3. All right, so you always start at the origin, okay, which is this point here. All right, and if we were going to write that as a coordinate, well, I've just put that little dot there. Okay, it would be 0, 0. Okay, that's the origin. Okay, so you start from there and we're going to go 3 spaces. All right, so we go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's what I'm interested in there. Okay, now once we've gone along the corridor, we've taken care of our x coordinate, we're then going to think about our y coordinate. Okay, and in this instance here we have 5. Okay, so I'm going to go back to 3 and I'm now going to count 5 spaces up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, that is my first coordinate. Okay, right on that spot there. You can use an X, you can put a little dot. It's entirely up to you how you do that. Okay, so we're going to have a little go at doing the remaining coordinates that you have here. All right, so we're going to need to do this. We have to do 4, 4, 0, 2, and 4, 0. If you've I think what might be quite a nice idea if you could draw out a coordinate grid. If you haven't got squared paper, don't worry. Just have a little go at trying to plot those coordinates now. So pause the video and then we'll take a look at what those coordinates actually look like. Okay, so let's take a look at the second coordinate that we've got here, which is 4, 4. All right, so we go along the corridor. All right, and then we go to 4, and then we go up the stairs and that, excuse me, let me get my pen activated, that would definitely help. There we go. All right, so that one is 4, 4. All right, and then if we have a look at our third coordinate, which is 0, 2. So we haven't gone anywhere. We haven't gone along the corridor at all here. If you've got your x coordinate is a 0, you just stay, okay, where you are, but you need to go up 2 spaces, okay, on our y axis, and that is there, okay. So that is this one here, all right, 0, 2. And the last coordinate that we've got here, which is 4, 0. So our x coordinate is telling us to go along the corridor 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh, look at that, we're not actually going anywhere. We're not going up the stairs at all. Our y coordinate is 0. So we just stay right there. Okay, just about got it. All right, so those are the coordinates as they would be plotted, all right, on that coordinate grid. So what I want you to have a go at now is write in the coordinates of the vertices of this rectangle. Now we haven't done two-dimensional shapes yet, and we will get to that at some point next term. But if you remember your shape work in year 4, and to be honest, probably year 3 as well. We're looking a vertex is a mathematical word for a corner. All right, so you're looking at those points there that I've just put dots on there. Okay, so those are the vertices. So if we say that's A, excuse me, that one is B, this one is C, and this one is D. Okay, I'd like you to have a go at writing those coordinates, remembering that you go along the corridor on your x-axis first, all right, and then you go up the stairs on your y axis for the second coordinate. Okay, so do be really, really careful with that. All right. Also today we've got some reasoning and problem solving activities from White Rose Hub. So there's this first one here. The point is at 8.3. Mo is saying that, and Alex is saying the point is at 3.8. Who do you agree with? Can you spot the mistake the other child has made? All right, so spot the mistake there. So if you've been listening really carefully to what I've been saying, that shouldn't be too much of a challenge. So have a really good think about that one. And the next one, here we go. It says Annie is finding coordinates where the x coordinate and the y coordinate add up to 8, and they've given you a couple of examples there. Find all of Annie's coordinates and plot them on the grid. What do you notice? Now do the same for a different total. All right, so that's today's work. Okay, I'm not going to put anything else actually on the website there. Okay, if you want to have a look at some of these resources, remember they're at whiterosemaths.com, so you can have a little look at those there. And I've also put the answers at the end, so there are the solutions there. Okay, so boys and girls, look away now. Those are the solutions to the problems, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.